Hello guys, this is Modest Major here, bringing you some commentary over some Capture the Flag gameplay. It is a 29-0, which I'm very happy with. I had run out of gameplays on my hard drive due to my daily uploading spree of insaneness, and I thought I wasn't going to have a gameplay to be able to post for today. But instead, I got this gem of a gameplay, this 29-0, and quite frankly, it's against some of the most terrible players I've ever witnessed in my life, but it's a 29-0, and it's getting posted, damn it, and it's pretty quick as well, which is quite cool. And there's a couple of, I think there's a triple kill in it at one point, so I ain't complaining. I think it looks good enough, and I hope you guys do too. Now, this Forge test playlist, the Forge Island test playlist to be more specific, is something that I've been getting a lot of enjoyment out of for a couple of reasons. First of which is, of course, CSR is reset to 0, so I've been getting incredibly amusing games with some pretty atrocious players at times, quite frankly. Which is good, because that's allowed me to get a few more gameplays against idiots. No offense to the idiots, but yeah, that's just the way it goes. Second of which is, I don't know, these maps are great. A lot of them are clearly throwbacks to old Halo 2 and Halo 3 maps. I can tell they're trying to garner favour with the X community, the X competitive community, and the X Halo community in general. They're trying to bring back a few of the numbers that they hadn't already done, which I'm not necessarily sure how effective that will work, because, you know, you haven't got an advertising going on this game. I think a lot of players are pretty stubborn in their decisions on this game, they're gonna, think that just adding a couple of maps isn't necessarily gonna make it, a new experience for them, a worthwhile experience for them. They still have problems with certain things, and I don't know. And a lot of them won't even find out, a lot of them won't even know about these changes, about the Forge test playlist, which I think is a massive crying shame, quite frankly. And I've always said this, I kind of wish players were a little bit more loyal with Halo 4, even if they didn't necessarily appreciate the beginning of the game, they kept giving it a chance and coming back every so often and seeing how much progress this game had made. But I think a lot of people felt a little bit sour after Reach. I mean, there were a lot of players who did stick around on Reach, and they didn't necessarily see, the title updates that they wanted until very late in the year. So they were a little bit, I don't know, peeved maybe. And didn't necessarily want to, they felt let down by Reach in a lot of ways, and then when this came out, it was like, right, that's the last straw, because I don't like elements of this game, which I think is a shame, because I think by summer this game will be a far better game than Reach was in the summer. I think Halo 4 at the beginning was, for me, I had more fun with it at the beginning of the year than I did with Halo Reach. If there had been more maps, I love the engine, I love the fast-paced experience, I love the aesthetics, I love the gun sounds, I love the new power weapons, I love the vast majority of the balancing between the weapons. There's a few things I would obviously change, such as bolt shot, but quite frankly, as an overall Halo experience, I've had a lot of fun with this game. There's no denying it, and I feel like it's only going to get better. And I wish players were around to see that. I feel bad for certain players who aren't going to experience the levels of fun that I have played. There are elements of this game that just, when it clicks together, when everything's working at a fast pace, when all engines are at full throttle, this game is just like, whoa, what the heck? I just feel like I'm in a movie. I feel like this is some sort of sci-fi space battles experience. Reminds me of Ender's Game, the book, which I believe Schmeckledorf actually referenced in one of his latest commentary. And Ender's Game, let me just get onto that topic. Ender's Game is an incredible book, in my opinion. Ender's Game is a lot about space warfare, military tactics, and putting them into use. And all the characters are a very young age, but they happen to be accelerated in intelligence. They're very, very clever and very, very strategic. And the film's coming out for that soon, and I will be watching that. I will go insane over that film. You don't understand. Even watching the 10-second trailer for it, I was having a nerdgasm. I'll try and put that in the description, because I seriously advise. As a Halo fan, I don't understand how you wouldn't enjoy the concept shown in this film. I don't want to talk too much about it, because it can spoil stuff. But yeah, I love it. But anyway, this Community Forge playlist, so there's maps that are really, they harken back to old Halo maps. For example, Elevation is very similar to Narrows, it has a rocket launcher underneath on the bottom level of the map, and then snipers opposite sides, and it really captures that feeling of Narrows gameplay, which I think is awesome, because Narrows is an amazing map, and I always thought, with Haven, and what they called it Wraparound at first, when I first saw the gameplay for Wraparound, I was like, oh my god, is this going to me like a Narrows type map. This looks awesome. And then it was Haven, and I'm not complaining because Haven was amazing, but still it left me feeling a little bit like, oh, I wish they did do a Narrows though. And now that they're kind of bringing back that through this Community Forge Island playlist, I really hope that map makes the cut, because I think it would work incredibly in Infinity Slayer and stuff like that. And then there's a map called Onyx, which is very similar to Midship, and of course, who doesn't love Midship, aka Heretic? Like, it's just an incredible map to play on, and, you know, they've kept them fresh. You know, there's a couple of changes to each map. There's a couple of big changes, really. I mean, although you can tell the influences by those old maps, they've still changed it enough to make it feel fresh, which I think is a very good thing, you know. Like, I don't think bringing back classic maps this late into the game on a Forge Island, you know, in a Forge Island state of graphics, isn't necessarily going to bring back the resurgence of players that people are looking for right now, because it's just not enough. Like, whereas they're trying to make changes, tweak it to make it work as well within the Halo 4 space as it physically can do, and I think there's going to be a lot of stuff to look forward to over this summer, quite frankly. I'm having a blast with this game. There's just no other way of putting it. And by summertime, when all these maps come into play, and you know, some of the Halo Forge Island maps get picked, and then of course we see the June 3rd Battle Rifle update, how can you not enjoy this game by that point? Like, I'm just like, what more can they give us? Because me, I feel spoiled, like, as a player. I mean, like, I know there are problems, but at the same time, I've never felt more like a developer is trying to, you know, garner my favor than with this game. It's just like, hey, do you want the new battle rifle with a 4-shot? Yeah, I totally do. That would be awesome. Oh, hey, do you want remakes on Forge Island? It actually looks pretty awesome. It's made by an MLG Pro. Yes, please. That sounds great. I don't know. I just feel a little bit spoiled. But anyway, I've been Monus Major. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the gameplay, and peace out.